Hi everyone, I'm Casey Williams. You know, the luxury compact crossover market is a pretty crowded segment. You have some pretty tough players there. You have players like the Mercedes GLA, you have the Acura RDX, you have the Audi Q3, you have the new Lexus NX. It's just a crowded segment. But there's only one BMW in that segment, and it's the Bmw X1 over my shoulder. It's back for a second generation. Let's go take a look at it and see if it's any better. Well, the powertrain offers a really good combination of power, performance, and efficiency. You have a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine connected to an 8-speed automatic transmission. It delivers 228 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. So there's plenty of power to get off the line, and there's plenty left once you get on the highway and really step into the throttle. It delivers 22 miles per gallon in the city, 32 miles per gallon on the highway, and that's with all-wheel drive. So all in, you get all the performance that you need, all-weather traction, and still pretty decent gas mileage. Well, for some, the first generation X1 looked too much like a station wagon. It just looked a little bit more like a toy. I think what they've done with the new design just makes it a lot more beefy, looks a lot more substantial, and a lot more like a proper crossover. But you still know it's a BMW. You have the twin kidney grille in the front end's raised up a little bit more, quad headlamps, again, a very BMW face to it. 18-inch alloy wheels, I like the design of them. And the car sits up seems like it just sits up just a little bit higher. And the ribbing effect on the side, again, just gives the car more of a dynamic look, makes it look a little more expensive. Some of the satin finish work I like the lower ground effects and the satin silver, the roof rail satin silver, and the trim around the door. Again, just looks expensive without being overdone. Hofmeister kink in the rear window line. Again, from a mile away, you know this car is a BMW. The way the tail lamps wrap in, twin exhaust outlets, and it looks purposeful. Power rear hatch. You move inside, plenty of storage space. Levers here to put the back seats down. Power port in the rear compartment. And actually a proper spare tire. For me, that's a really big deal, not have to worry about a canister or run flats. Well, moving inside, the X1 just feels much more substantial than the last generation. Where the previous generation X1, it just felt kind of cheap. There are a lot of hard plastics on the dash and under the dash. This one just feels like it's really up to BMW standards finally. Everything's padded and nice. I like the two-tone effect. Got the gray on the top, the beige. And these are leatherette seats. And the one thing I will say about the light color is they're starting to get a little bit of the blue jean effect on them from getting in and out of them. So if you're going to get the vehicle, you might look at black instead of the beige. But I do like the way the car looks. I like this wraparound effect. Comes right off of the i8 sports car. It's stitched in a gray stitching. Looks very nice. Some of the electronics, it comes with BMW's iDrive system, the Joy wheel here. Controls the navigation in the screen. Audio, has Harman Kardon audio system in it. Controls the telephone, Bluetooth, and it's got USB input for that as well. You can configure the powertrain between Sport and Eco Pro. Sport for a little more aggressive feel. Eco Pro for fuel efficiency. You've got automatic climate control. You've got heated seats, heated steering wheel. It's got the panoramic sunroof up above. It's very nice, reaches into the rear compartment. And I will say something about the rear compartment as well. 2 real adults can sit back there with plenty of legroom. And in this class of car, that's kind of hard to find. Many of these it's very crunched in the back seat, but in this one you can really get 4 real people in and their luggage and go on a long drive. The view out the front, nice thick leather wrapped steering wheel in BMW tradition. Got rain sense wipers, and the gauges couldn't be easier to see. Nothing electronic, nothing fancy, just traditional BMW with the speedometer on the left, tachometer on the right, and the road ahead of you. Well, in the compact luxury segment, the BMW X1 lives up to its name. You know, BMWs are known to be the ultimate driving machines, and in this class, this really is the driver of the group. But it's also very comfortable. You can get 4 or 5 people in here, all your luggage. This one has all-wheel drive, comes front drive standard. And the interior is much better made than it was in the past. It's a car you can get in, be proud, and feel like you really bought a real BMW, because you did. Well, the base price of this car is $34,800. I think that's fairly affordable. This one is $43,120 as equipped. Very good as well. So next weekend we'll have another fun car, and until then, storm forward!